Let's go forward. First time ball forward to Mark Breheny. Breheny looking for a man off the shoulder. There was a goal on there. Adrian McIntyre taking this one forward. Man off his shoulder is Oisin Kennedy. He loves to get forward to take a shot. He's looking in after that one, but it's gone. He's had a shot already today. Didn't go to target. This one they'll hope will go on target from James Leonard. Mark Breheny alongside this right hand touchline. Has he carried that out over the line? I think he has. Good tackle from Cathal Henry on Niall Feely. Feely though gathers possession under real pressure, but then Cian Surlis gets a tackle in. Barry Judge awarding the free. St Mary's attacking that dressing room end, but there's a loose hand pass from Kyle Cawley and it's cut out by Gary Gohan. Is that ball over the line? No, it's not. St Mary's officials claiming it was. That allows TOURLESTRANE to take possession up this left hand side. Niall Feely with a good challenge on Gary Gohan, but then just left a stray arm in there. Here's Liam Gohan with the chance to get himself off the mark and TOURLESTRANE off the mark. He struck that one nicely. The umpires consult and they agree that that one has gone over the bar, but he opts to continue, then carries it into some TOURLESTRANE traffic, but eventually get a right footed shot away. What a score from Hubert Gilvary and an immediate response from St Mary's. Simple as that. Cian Breheny takes the mark in the middle. It works its way around to Hubert Gilvary, and that's an excellent point. Foot pass here. That's a wonderful ball to Barry Walsh, who's in at the back post. Barry Walsh had the attacking mark, then he just loses it momentarily. St Mary's have got players back. It's still there. Johnny Kelly draws it on the ground. Has it gone over? It certainly has. I think it was Johnny Kelly that got Walsh trying to make an incision, and does make an incision with Oisin Kennedy off the shoulder. Kennedy will kick this one with the left boot, but it's gone to the right. Andrew Line. Cathal Henry gets it off, and Liam Gohan, lovely little dummy solo from Liam Gohan. That's a tremendous score. Plays it off to Nathan Rooney, who's come back out into the pocket. Rooney puts the right boot on this one. It's going to drop in there dangerously. Cian Breheny just outside the D. Breheny's going to have a go here. That looks like a cracking effort from Cian Breheny. Stephen Cohen out in front of Barry Walsh. Cohen's going to put the boot on this one from a very acute angle. What a cracking score that is. Cian Breheny involved there in that throw ball, but the break has spilled as far as Johnny Kelly, who finds a couple of yards of space, and Johnny Kelly has kicked a nice score there. Cohen's still going now up towards the 45 metre line. It's a high challenge, however, from Cian Breheny. Breheny not happy with that being awarded. And then Johnny Kelly comes in, I would think. And let's see what Barry Judge is going to do here.
You know, there have been really good scores from play and quality scores against teams that are set up really, really well.
I'm not sure, was there a card flash there in the direction of
yellow?
Cian Breheny? Was a yellow card. Okay, so a yellow card for Cian Breheny. That'll be
and a yellow for Johnny Kelly as well.
Okay, so that's 4 players into the book, 3 for St Mary's and 1 for TOURLESTRANE. As the ball is to be won there, and Mary's have come away with it, and then is Cian Breheny has been hit high, it looks like.
You went to see the call. I think Barry Judge was just in your way. No, is he going to take action on that? No.
Johnny Kelly, will Kelly go for the juggler here? Thought he might try and cut past the challenge. Instead he checks that left boot, sending in a first time ball. Nathan Rooney chasing in after the break. Will he get on the break? Nathan Rooney, goal chance for St Mary's. Composure needed. Composure indeed from Nathan Rooney. It's a goal for St Mary's. Left boot, he will go with the left boot. Has a good angle on it, and Stephen Cohen is in there trying to get a fist. It's a break to be won there again. Well, Pat Hart is back there to get his hands on it and win the break. Where it may be a penalty. I think a technical foul in the small square possibly, but I think it was outside.
You're right, because Gary Gohan is looking to take it quick.
I think Barry is just going in to consult with his umpires, but that was dangerous from St Mary's. The free kick, the ball eventually went back to Jack Teep, and he played it to Gerard Kelly Lynch. Now there's a lengthy enough conversation between Barry Judge and his umpires in there, presumably whether this happened inside the small square or not. Now I'm no expert on the rules, but
inside it's a penalty.
Quite possibly if it's inside the small square.
I thought it was inside. I know we're a long way away, but it'll be a huge call to give a penalty for that.
Well, Barry Judge is coming out here, and I'm not quite sure what he's awarded. It's not terribly clear to us from this vantage point, because both sets of players are in talking to Barry Judge, and I think he's going to throw this ball up. I think this ball is going to be thrown up on the 21 metre line, so it's won by TOURLESTRANE. In any case, St Mary's get bodies in around the ball, and let's see what will come of this. It's there to be won. It's like a ruck that you'd see in hurling. TOURLESTRANE with 5-6 bodies in around possession, and then St Mary's win the free out.
Really a kickable score. Perhaps it was on the outside of his range, but it's well within it now.
Mark Breheny stepping up, a player of vast experience, as he kicks this one left-footed. High trajectory on this one. Don't think he's particularly happy with it. It's gone in, and well, Kyle Cawley has actually kept that one in. Stephen Henry goes down on possession.
On the ground.
Has he touched that on the ground? Hold on a second. It's a penalty for St Mary's.
Halen is coming in. I don't think he's inviting Barry Judge to his birthday party.
It's Jerry McGowan and Eamon O'Hara in, pleading their case, and Barry Judge is issuing both of them off the field. Back to their technical area. TOURLESTRANE occupying the dugouts today on the far side. St Mary's situated in front of us on this stand side of the field. Eamon O'Hara still talking to Barry Judge there on the far side.
And Barry and Jerry are about the only two people in that can see eye to eye.
And O'Hara still with the arms outstretched, and Barry Judge is just, I think he's issuing them back to the dugout. Not quite sure has he issued a card or anything like that, but there's certainly a conversation happening over there on the far side.
And the voice of reason, Noel Manley has come in just to tell him, and let's get off the pitch.
But all the time Stephen Cohen has ball in hand and waiting for this penalty to be taken. It could put St Mary's into a 4-point lead here in this county semi-final. Stephen Cohen against Adam Brough. Cohen stepping up left-footed and finishes to the bottom left-hand corner, and all of a sudden we've got daylight here in Markovich Park. Cohen thought about the shot, opted to go and try and dummy with a bounce, but Cian Breheny wins the break. Then he's surrounded by a couple of TOURLESTRANE players, and then there was a little knock off the ball there. I think Colin Henry has shipped a hit into the eye or face area there. In front of us you can see Aidan Rooney in conversation, and we've got Eamon O'Hara and Jerry McGowan in conversation with their troops over on the far side from the terrace. But St Mary's have that 4-point lead to defend. The last 10 minutes of this Homeland Sligo Senior Football Championship semi-final, a free over there has been awarded in favour of TOURLESTRANE. Nathan Rooney thought about the shot off the left, but opts to hang on to it. Has he been fouled? No, he hasn't. He hits the deck, but no free, says Barry Judge. Might he try a shot here? Pat Hart back out to James Leonard. Can he provide a score? James Leonard looking after this one, points up into the air.
That's a
brilliant score. Paul Henry can convert, good angle for a right-footed kicker. He strikes it from the hand, but it's gone to the right and wide. Pivotal moment you feel in this county semi-final. Liam Gohan off the left. Will it curl sufficiently? It might just. It doesn't. Or hand pass it out to Nathan Rooney, having a go from an acute angle off the outside of the right boot. Has he kicked it? He certainly has. What a brilliant 8 points. Con, you spotted that off the ball.
Yeah, there was a quick kick out taken to John Francis Kerr, and Nathan Rooney, no ceremony. Ryan Feely would have been happy of it in the other code. Rugby tackle on the ground. So after that fantastic point off the outside of his boot, I think St Mary's are now going to be down to 14. I don't think, it had to be.
Black card for Nathan Rooney, so that's pretty much his afternoon over, unless we have a lot of added time here. He's going to go into the bin for 10 minutes. So here's a shot from Johnny Kelly, and that's an excellent score. And it's a free in for TOURLESTRANE in a very good position here for Liam Gohan, right where he's standing, about 35 metres on the angle. Good angle for a left-footed kicker.
Yeah, and very good to say to Kyle Cawley, he came through the front one because Ryan Feely had him covered. Liam Gohan was a guy you didn't want to be getting on the ball there from St Mary's perspective, and Ryan had him covered, but Kyle came across and did go through the middle of him, so there was a chance to tie it all up. 6
minutes of added time here in Markovich Park. We've got the majority of that left to go as Liam Gohan sends it in and brings us back on level terms. Battling hard, Conan Marin inside to John Francis Carr, and James Leonard sends it in and sends it over the bar. Falling along this left hand side, coming in along the 21 metre line. What will Coley do here? Goes with the fist across the face of goal. Barry Walsh just slips on the edge of the square but gets a hand on it. In added time here at Markovich Park, about 3 minutes left to go of that 6 minutes of added time as Barry Walsh wins a free for his side just outside his own 45 metre line.
Yeah, and Kyle Cawley, when he was coming along there, he was caught between two minds whether to go for a score himself, which I
and there is the full-time whistle. It's all over in Markovich Park.
We played really well, and at times we just weren't getting the scores, particularly in the first half. And credit to St Mary's, they had a threat inside, which we had talked about, and you'll get goals. They're just so hard to claw back, and it looked like it was dead and buried. And just the character our lad showed at the very end there was just immense. And the last four years with this group, they've shown that in different games down to the years against Coolare in a semi-final where we were being bet out the gate, and they just showed real character to come back and just grind it down. When it was looked like it was going away, we had chance after chance. We were kicking them wide, we were taking snapshots, and credit to them at the very end. I think it was Jamesy that kicked the last one. Just immensely proud of the bunch.
So I've been in a lot of camps. You lose a lot of games in football, but down is just. There's no words for it. We just don't have any answers. We threw the kitchen sink at it. All our players didn't play the form. But first half we were a little bit hesitant to go after them. We didn't really believe, I suppose the team has been in that ascendancy for so long. We didn't really believe we could get them, and then with a chat at the first water break and at half time about we were playing the better football, and just and went after them more second half. I suppose we missed a couple of chances. I'm the manager of the team. I can take it on the chin and carry on, but it's very difficult to take today, in a game when you have Eamon and Jerry coming to you saying the better team lost the game on the day, and that's hard to take, and it's not condescending either. That's their feeling as well. So.